I'll do the ball. Ball, please. Yeah, I know. Let me do the ball. I got you. 528. Single. Here you go, Spirit. Bear with me. I gotta get the other one set up now. Let's switch the camera around too. Okay, let's do this. There we go. That'll work. Okay. Let's do this way.
Watch yourself here.
Okay, let's share this out. Let's share it. Okay. Get this thing over to different places. Talk about what? There we go. And let's do.
You are great.
Thank you. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, there. Yeah. There we go. That should work. Okay. Now it's time to get this set up with the frequencies. Kind of quiet. To deliver them? You're going to deliver someone? Okay. Alright, there we go. Like everyone. What about like everyone? Alright, there we go. Let's do the frequencies and get them ready. Hey, Dan. That's you. Talk about the what? Oh, there it is. Gotta bring this. That's where this is. I gotta move this over here. Forgot to set that one up. Alright. Tell them that. Tell who what.
Presence beyond mirror.
What about presence beyond mirror? Oh, there it is. Moving things around, getting things set up. Just takes a moment. I think. You will let me out. Well, that's why I shared it 3 different ways for you, Diane. Because I know that sometimes that does it with you. And so I was like, here, I'll do this so that she has it in all these different places depending on what works for her so that she can actually get on. If I get it. Okay. Just getting my stuff ready.
She screams.
She screams. Someone's arrogant. And someone's screaming. You want to know what's weird, Diane? It's saying that there are 4 viewers, and I'm only seeing 2 up there. Now it's saying there's 3. Anyway. I'm going to do the frequency bowl first. The Tibetan singing bowl was prayed by monks and nuns according to a paper I got when I got it. It's possible that I got it from a Bashar shop. I think it could be connected to Bazaar Bashar. So it's possible that this bowl is connected to him. And I wouldn't be surprised because I've had a lot of awakenings since I've had this bowl. So, yeah. Hey, Arizona Moonwater, how's it going? Must be incognite. That's what I'm thinking. I know that you do that sometimes, so I'm not worried if you are. It's just there's other people that might do it that aren't as amazing as you are. Okay, so I'm aware. You'll be right back? Okay. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm more intuitive than people are aware of. I do. Yeah, but you have the right to hide. Others are doing it for the wrong reasons. You're not doing it for the wrong reasons usually. And if you are doing it, it's for you have your reasons. You're not confusing at all. You have a good heart to what you feel you should have a good heart in. So you're more consistent than other people are. Other people are doing it for their own agendas, and that's on them. Yep. So I'm just doing the frequencies right now, going through all of them. Yeah, I'm very highly intuitive. Ever since I've done the spirit box stuff, I've gotten even higher intuitive than I ever have. So like my abilities like heightened. So I tell people if you do any spirit box stuff, if you're not awakened to abilities, it will awaken you to abilities. And it's gonna be intense at first. And it might freak you out. You're gonna have dreams, you're gonna have all sorts of connections. So you just gotta be aware of what you're jumping into when you do this stuff.
Betrayal.
What about betrayal? They're saying that there's a betrayal. It said something about tenderness and something about betrayal. They're aligning to that frequency. Yeah, and it's because of the Mercury retrograde has been throwing people off too. There's been a lot of crazy energies this week, and it's because people have been switching around. They've been going in reverse. And I don't know if you noticed that. I know I have. But people have been saying things and saying the wrong things or getting one little thing wrong. Even I did it and I corrected it. So you just have to be careful yourself. I mean, it also has to deal with it being around the holiday season. And so it's always going to get people doing mistakes or screwing up because of all the stress or expectation. So that's on top of that, but it's also the retrograde. The retrograde on top of the holiday is throwing every business off, throwing everybody off. So you have to double check, triple check, quadruple check your numbers, your words, your what you're telling people, what you're communicating. You have to really ground yourself, put yourself in a position of protection before making a choice. And just because you do that, people are still making little mistakes. You need to recognize and be like, oh, I need to correct this immediately. Religious. So you were religious. You got a spirit saying that they were religious. I used to be. I'm spiritual. 41. I'll be 41 in January. So yeah, the retrograde has gotten people to go out of sorts because of the holiday season time frame here in America and other places. It's thrown people off because more than normal. And it's like wild what's happening. Wild. There we go. This is 295.80. I'm just going through all of them. But they're also making bad business decisions. Some people are making really bad business decisions that's affecting everyone. And it's wow. I had to do some changes on Tuesday because I wasn't expecting somebody doing something. I'm like, you guys are going through the retrograde and making a bad mistake here. And so a lot, yeah, meant for learning. Yeah, that was for learning. Well, that's good to know, Spirit. So I taught them what they were doing and what they could do better. And then what I told them, I think came to pass to them. I said, I hope it
No, I
doesn't,
didn't.
but be aware of this. They said, no, I didn't. No, you didn't what? Before 17. Richard, I guess their relationship with money maybe because of it's wild. Yeah, that too, but like businesses are making bad business decisions and expectations, and it's like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing that right now. Like instead of making it cheaper, they're making things more expensive, and they're going to cause a lot of uproar. They're going to cause a lot of problems because people have already gone through lack recently, and now they're trying to do even more because of others already going through that. They're going to realize that they're going to lose a lot of money for upping prices instead of lowering. And so usually you see lowering of prices. You don't see upping of prices. People are doing that this week. They screwed up. Someone dropped the ball, and I've seen it in many different businesses doing it. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, oh, it's a holiday. No, usually around this time of year, that's cheaper. For some reason, it's now not. It's like, oh, we get more money at the holiday, so they're being stingier. And so what's happening is people are being more stingy because they're in a situation of fear. And so this world has caused crazy changes in different businesses. Like I get that in the food industry, but within the movie industry, they brought up the prices. I'm like, everybody's going to put their money towards food. They're not going to go towards you right now because you got a food holiday here. They're going to go for the food. You're going to lose money now because they're not going to spend like the money you're wanting them to spend on a day that you usually have it cheaper for them, and now you're raising it for that day, but you're going to bring it back next week. You're going to piss off a lot of people. So I let them know what they were doing, and I did it in a nice way. And it was funny what happened on Tuesday. It was bad, but I other cool things happened. I brought it up to other people, and they said, yeah, what that person or people did was a bad business decision. And so that was at Cinemarks. They did that. And so it's really interesting, and I hope they're okay, and I hope they figure out what they're doing. But wow, like I was going to go to several movies on Tuesday while I was going shopping to relax between, and I was only able to go to one because they made it more expensive on Tuesday. I get them making it, it doesn't make any sense. And they didn't have anybody coming. They even added an early showing that they normally don't. And no one came except me to one of them, but I didn't know they were doing a price change. It was crazy. And then I saw people acting in retrograde, and they're just doing what their corporate tells them. And I said, yeah, this is a bad move. And even others agreed with me that lived, other people that worked in other industries are like, yeah, that was a bad business decision they just did. And so I said, you were going to get more money by me doing more shows. Now you're not going to get any from people because no one's going to want to come on that Tuesday to do that and pay the extra prices that are normally $5. Like you just screwed the truth. It's like really messed up. It's like people are like, oh crap. You don't want to mess with dogs when they're protecting their pups. Like, oh boy, good luck.
Hit.
So I tried to warn him, and I was nice to him. I did a nice thing, and I didn't have to. I gave them each $1. I did one movie, and that's it. And I saw Now You See Me, and Now You See Me even brought the concepts that I just told them in that movie of what they should be doing. So I brought up the concepts that movie already said that people should be doing, and it just made me laugh that I went to a movie that already just stood up for me, that I didn't even know that they were going to bring that stuff up, but they did. They brought up everything I just told the workers to do and what the bad ones aren't doing. So so karma was on my side. It was wow. It was wow. Okay, that was 639 for healing of relationships. Now we're going to do 741. Yeah, and then I went and talked to other people, and they agreed with me at the other shops what was going on, and I was really concerned. But I was also hoping that the people would heal from whatever's going on. And I said, it's the Mercury retrograde. People are, their moods, their expectations are becoming more narcissistic. It was happening left and right this week, and it still is. And some people think that others are narcissistic when it's really them being narcissistic to others, and we were all making mistakes. Everybody was making little mistakes, but those of us that are normally empathic, we weren't. We were noticing and we were correcting them immediately and apologizing. Others weren't doing that. But I was also going through something. There was a darkness that came in the night or other stuff, trying to make me feel fully down. And it was affecting everybody. Diane, you know this. Others know this. This affected a lot of people this week. I think the Light Collective was being attacked. The good or the people of peace, the Empathy Collective, they were being attacked. And they were making us feel overly low down. Now, even with eating healthy foods. So it was energetic. Anybody that's doing the unhealthy or unalived beings, they're getting it worse because they're taking in the stress of those beings, and it's making them even more, and it's actually turning them narcissistic.
The forest is home.
That's what happens when you take in toxicity instead of alkalinity. And so I caught on to that. That's why I switched and do what I do. The forest is home. Yeah, it almost unalived me. I became highly empathic because of what happened. Sorry, I'm an empath, so some of you were asking a question, I just responded to it. I don't know who it was, but someone was. 741. It happens now and then. It's like, I don't know who I'm talking to, I just instinctively know to respond to something. Okay. We're just doing little ones here. Usually I try to do it on the YouTube and all the others first, but right now we're doing this.
Battle here.
What's a battle? See some weird kind of response. Hold on, let me see something here. Oh, I gotta edit some stuff here. Well, it looks like for some reason Facebook needs to be reconnected. Bear with me. Okay, let's continue as Sam. I guess Facebook wasn't connected. Now it is. That was weird. Yeah, I stream on 3 channels. Okay, that's good. We're good now. Okay, now Facebook should be connected. So people on Facebook will see the responses. Alright, so we got 963. Sorry if I'm not seeing all the messages here. Very true. I guess the relation, yeah, it is kind of like that Arizona Moonwater, Kansas City shuffle a little bit. A little bit, not that much, but it's so basically it's like one bus driver said something. I don't know if you're still here, but whoever's listening, basically what happened is I was on the bus and the bus was telling me what movie theater I was saying, oh, I'm going to Farmington, drop me off there, and then he brought up Bountiful. I said, well, we're going north, and we were, and so I said, you just went through the retrograde. I said, your brain just switched around thinking Bountiful. I said, Bountiful's not around anymore. They left. I said, we're going to Farmington Cinema. And so I think it threw him off because he was like, wait, what's going on? Because I'm like, no, there is no theater over there. We're going north. I said, I'm not going to go to the Bountiful one. That's the other direction. So I thought it was interesting that he was wondering if there was any closer ones. I said, no, the one that would be closest or big enough would be Farmington, and that's where all stores and stuff are. So that's why I would go. So he kind of brought up and was talking to me about as if we were going the other direction. We weren't. I was like, wait, why would he bring up the other direction when he knows we're going north instead of the other? He was a nice guy though. And it was fun. And I was able to get that guy to do. But on the way home, that bus driver, he was cranky. Ah, you get some cranky ones, and that was crazy to deal with. He had he had my dad's energy or a Mormon LDS energy that I've dealt with. That's why I left the church, because you get a lot of people in cognitive dissonant responses, and they get extra cranky and tired because of their expectation of their brainwashing of the belief system. And that's why I got out of it, because it was turning me into it, and I see others turn into it. Doesn't mean that everybody in it is. It's just they're taught to do that more. They're taught to disconnect and not communicate. And you're supposed to communicate their way of communication that isn't even real communication, in my awareness. They don't simplify and try to be fully empathic like they could. Doesn't mean all of them do that, but most of them are taught to do that. Yeah, it is a wise thought.
There's a curse.
There's a curse? That's creepy. Yeah, that's why I don't go into that church. I don't want to be cursed. They have too many curse systems in that church. Okay, I'm back. Oh, okay. Anyway, you just missed a whole bunch of fun stuff, Diane. I was bringing up some stuff about stuff that the Spirit was bringing up. But you can always go back on YouTube. If anybody misses anything that I bring up on the live stream, I have other things being brought up through YouTube and Facebook. Facebook had a little bit of an issue, but YouTube's been working the whole time. So you can go back to YouTube and re-listen to anything you may have missed. So if you ever miss anything, I have a YouTube channel. You just have to go into my bio, click on the YouTube link system, and make sure it lets you transition, and then it goes to that. You don't have to do that now. You can just do that some other time if you miss anything. If you have any questions, you can ask the spirits, and they may tell you again. It records everything that's been said in the whole live stream of info, because it's streaming on a different device than this. But this is a live, and if people can't watch it live, they can go to the YouTube and re-listen. Now, and it will be a longer one because it will be the whole recording of the live stream. Usually about 2 hours, spirits. Depends on how long. This one would be about 2 hours, about 1 or 2 hours. But the Twilight Live will be longer. It could be up to 2, 4, yeah, or longer. You're smiling, so it's okay. Yeah, but it looks like people are coming in and out today. Do you want to know why people are coming in and out? It's because of different stuff. Now, we have a piggybacker that's been watching the whole time, and they came in the same time around you came in, Diane. I don't know if you know who this person is or who they are, but I'm going to call them out. Now, they could be here for TikTok. They could be a bot. I'm not sure. I like to know who's here and why they're here. So I'm going to call them out. So user Harlow. Harlow, who are you? Are you a person? Are you real? Due to safety protocols, because of being in a cult that I was in and I'm no longer in one, I have to verify who is a real person, why their intentions are here watching my live streams and spying like a fly on the wall. Due to abusive systems of housing and other things I've dealt with, I have to ask the person who's coming in, yep, and oppression. I have to ask the people that are just sitting there and watching. So Harlow, who are you? Why are you here? Please write in the comments. Are you 18 plus? Now, this is not an 18 plus live. This is just for anybody that wants to come in and listen to spirits and do the tuning fork stuff. Well, I'm going to ask you, who are you and what brings you here? What makes you a real person? So Diane, are you still here? Can you hear me now? Because I knew you came in and back, but you're back, you said. Can you hear me okay? I can hear myself, as if you should be able to. Yep, okay. So Harlow, why are you not responding? I'm going to give you one more chance. Harlow, that's up on the fly on the wall on my channel. Who are you? What are you? Let's look at your bio. What does it say? See what it says. They have no bio. They have a lot of followers, and they're following a lot of people, not a lot of followers. They're following a lot of people. But they have a dog in their picture, but they're not saying who they are and what they are. You're saying that they're a Vesson? Are they a Vesson? So Harlow, I'm going to give you one more chance. Please tell me, out of safety protocol, I'm asking you to confirm that you're not a bot and that you're a real person so I can know who's listening and what your intention of watching my live free stream here is. I'm for vibration, frequency, sacred geometry, self-care, self-love, self-worth. I'm a holistic vegan and more. I bring up challenge22.com. So I would recommend you should become a vegan. You should go to challenge22.com. You should go look up Joey Carbstrong and other information. So Harlow, user Harlow, who are you? Why are you here? Because sometimes when this happens, Diane, it slows down my live because that one person is keeping me from being heard from others that would follow. Once I get rid of that person, more people notice I'm around and they start coming in. Usually it's an infiltrator energy keeping others from knowing I'm live. Once I get them out, tons of people show up. Okay, user Harlow, have a wonderful day. I'm going to liberate you, and I'm going to block you and mute you because you have not confirmed that you're real, you're not communicating, and you're not confirming that you're even real or talking. So good luck to you, bless you, and bye-bye. Okay, so you gotta... I just have to give them several chances, Diane. So I think I gave that one a little bit more chances than I do others, but only because they weren't responding at all.
Yes, I know. Yes.
And I think it was a bot for TikTok, possibly, because it's still acting like they're still around. And I don't know, but I don't like it when people aren't communicating as real people or confirming their intention. Now, what happens is when I do that, all of a sudden, if they are a bot or if they're other person, the other person will recognize what I just did, and then some of their other ones will try to come in, but only if they're one of the trickery ones. This one was kind of just a fly on the wall. So I think it was someone trying to record the live stream thinking I wouldn't notice or recognize it. It's just you never know who's going to screenshot, Diane. You never know who's going to like record and misrepresent someone. But now that's against the law. People aren't allowed to do that anymore. They're not supposed to misrepresent people or go after them or pretend to be them. So people can get 5 years in federal prison for that now. Yeah. According to some records out there, it's now a new law. No. It could be because of me and others changing the world to make it better. Yeah, because a lot of us are standing up against corruption like that. We've been outing it and telling our medical industry and others. Once it will let us be what we need to be for ourselves rather than what the system tries to tell you to. And so I've learned to empower myself. But I also figured that it might not be as busy today because with the holidays, everybody's shopping, everybody's busy. So I was doing it today because I wanted to see who are the people that are truly like me. If there is anybody like me that doesn't celebrate tomorrow like others are celebrating. Because I don't celebrate tomorrow in the same way others did. I've gotten so much food poisoning for Thanksgiving um, dinners that I won't even do it anymore. Even when I was vegan and I went to a family thing and they separated me during the pandemic, I was upstairs and they were all downstairs. They were all gathering together and I wasn't. Hey, Pibble, I don't know who you are. I don't just bring people up without knowing who you are. Are you 18 plus? Are you 18 years and older? Because I don't let anybody up unless they're 18 and older. Plus, this is not a debate live. This is not a drama live. I'm about self care, self love, self worth focuses. I'm not for fake and facade energies. Yeah, I'm not for cult mindset. So I'm just wondering, what's your reason for coming? I've never seen you before, Pibble. I don't know what your reasoning. You're using another account. Maybe you've been another account that you've come in here that I blocked before, and now you're coming in with a different one. I'm just wondering who you are and what brings you here. Don't just let people up. I'm not for dominant energy. I'm for self care, self love, self worth, and then being genuine and authentic. No, Pibble, I'm not going to let you up until you tell me why you're here and if you're 18 plus. You can't divide. Okay, so ask your questions in the comments. If you're not going to tell me how old you are, if you're not going to confirm, because I get people that do that and then they say really bad words when I bring them up. And I don't see that as appropriate. So let's look at your bio. Let's see what it says you are, Pibble. You have no bio. It doesn't say who you are, what you are. So you're probably a child. So no, I don't feel comfortable. Because you know why, Pibble. Are you not aware of the rules of TikTok? Do you not know the rules of TikTok and the realizations of not talking to children on the internet? You need to grow up. Yeah. You don't want to tell them that. Tell them what? You don't want to tell them what? You said, I don't want to tell them that. You don't want to tell them that you're legally allowed to talk? Yeah, you're a child. You're acting like a child. I don't feel comfortable bringing you up. I don't think you are. So I'm going to have to give you some more information. I don't feel comfortable bringing you up because you're acting very low vibe. I'm about self care, self love, self worth. You haven't even answered my question in the comments about what brings you here. Why do you want to come up? You haven't even answered that question. Yeah, so I'm asking you a question. What brings you here? Why are you trying to come up? Why are you randomly coming here? What brought you here? Put your question here. Yeah, put it in the comments, Pibble.
Billy.
Okay, they're not bringing any response. See, this is why I don't want to bring you up because you don't know why you're here to even for me to bring you up. Yeah, the spirit said that they'll help you get there. I question everything. I don't believe or disbelieve. Yeah, and I have, yeah, thank you. Yeah, like I said, if you, Diane, if you ever feel uncomfortable about anybody, you're welcome to block them. Just tell me if you blocked them or got them out. Yeah, I want to make sure that they're communicative first so that I know who I'm bringing up because you know why. When people say, I want to come up, I want to come up, that's usually a child. And they usually then say really bad words when you bring them up. They start saying the really horrible stuff. So I have to set boundaries. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm going to, just to be safe, I'm blocking and muting that person. Yeah, I'm blocking and muting that person because they didn't have any communication at all, and so that was a child. I'm just going to automatically presume that was a child. They had no bio, they had no nothing. And they had a picture of a dog. Yeah. They were liking the live and they were being nice, but it's with the liking the live, and that was okay, but they weren't communicative. So, yeah. Well, they do that. They'll try to act like they're supporting so that you will appreciate them, so that then you'll bring them up. But that's usually a child cheering that you're standing up to them. That's not them supporting you. That's them just accidentally liking, or them just doing it because they think it's funny and they like to be funny. They like to be yeah, pretty much.
Eden.
Hi, Edith. I'm trying to move my camera out of there so that I can not have the mic in my face. There we go. Because if I move up or move down, I want to make sure. Ah, there we go. That's better. That's better. Truth. What about truth? Anyway, so isn't that interesting, Diane? After I blocked that one person, that other guy came with another account. So that was him with a fake account with a lady's picture, the hollow, and then the pibble came in and then needed that. And I was like, nope, you're not going to communicate. You're out.
What timing? What timing? What timing? What timing? What timing?
So it was them. They were abusing it. That's what they'll do. But it helps to block them, because then even if you're following them, because if they're not going to communicate and you don't know that they're that, then it helps free you from the troll armies. It does. It frees you from the troll enemies. Yeah. I'd rather have one person or no one rather than a whole bunch of trolls. It's draining energy.
Jealousy.
I should give her jealousy. Don't give anybody jealousy. Should give her jealousy. Okay, so also I'm checking to see how many people actually come into the live today. This is a testing day because I wanted to see who would show up because of it being what it is. And because of what I knew was occurring, and this is another person, we did do 741. I can do it again. So
Something stirred.
here, let's do 285. Yeah. Something stirred. Oh, you're trying. But you like Twilight. Gotcha. And when we do the bowl, they said something stirred. So then, blah. And they said you like Twilight. Yeah, we'll do some Twilight. We'll do Twilight Light later. We will do Twilight Light later. We'll have like 30 minutes. We'll have like 30 minutes of like pause time before I start the Twilight, because it will be a separate live stream. But right now we're doing the frequencies. Ooh, but anyway, so what I was bringing up is the situation of today was, I knew that there probably wouldn't be a lot of people that would come in today because everybody's shopping at the stores, getting their last minute food items. So I knew no one would be on TikTok because they're all going to be out there doing family gathering stuff, getting things ready for their meal times and gatherings tomorrow here in the US. So the people that usually follow me or come in my life, they're all doing family stuff right now. I know they are. They're all doing their their Thanksgiving
Please.
meal plans. They're getting them all ready for tomorrow. They're getting their plates, they're getting whatever else. Yep.
Oh.
Approach.
Yep. They're getting their crop unalignments. That's funny. Yep. They're getting their connections of, yeah, because technically the meat industry is the crop unalignment energies. Yep. They're the ones that are doing more crop unalignments. Yep. So the ones that are unaliving animals and stuff, yeah, the ones that are doing the unalignments, they're all actually, they're paying into that system. They're the ones doing the crop unalignments the most because they're feeding crops to the animals to then be unaligned on your plate. That's what they're
Play.
bringing up. Play.
Who's different?
I'm just responding to what the spirits are bringing up in the spirit box. I never know what they're going to bring up, but they're bringing up all of that stuff right now. No, there's a lot. How many animals are being unalived to be put on people's plates? Think of that worldwide. They're being bred to existence to then be done that worldwide. Think about that, spirit. Now, the crops that they're eating, and some of you aren't spirits, some of you are people. Think with your mind and logic brain here. Seems to help because think about where is the food that's feeding those animals that you're then unaliving. What food do they eat? They eat plants. And if they're eating other beings, then those beings are eating something as well. So you're unaliving more plants than vegans ever do. Because vegans don't need to have that much plants. We need as much plants and foods as a regular person would need. We just need the nutrition. Brian, you still here? Brian, are you still here? Brandon? They said Brandon. Is Brian? Is it Brandon or Byron?
Robert.
Said Roberts. Diane, they're saying Robert.
Actually.
They're saying something about a Roberts.
No.
They said, you know.
I think.
Now, are some of these spirits that are coming in real people in real life? Because some of them will act like they're spirits and they're not. And so I like it when the spirits out who those people are, what their names are, so that we know who's messing with lower tech, so we know who to be careful of in the real world. It's funny when they out them. Like, oh crap, they got my real name, and then they freak out. And then they said, you better not mess with them. I said, if you do, we'll come, we'll come and I say, spirits, you have my permission to go haunt their butts. If anybody's pretending to be a spirit in the spirit box, you're welcome to go and make them crap their pants. I tell them to do it all the time. And then go make them crap. And there's times where it acts like they did, and people are freaking. They're like, oh, crap. Like if it's anybody in my building, if it's anybody outside pretending and connecting to this, go get them. Go get them, spirits. Go get them, angel the guardians. Make them crap their pants.
Display.
You know what you're saying them? You know what you're saying? Yeah, saying? I know what you're saying. You're good, Diane. There are demons. Ooh, that's scary. You have a question for me. For me or for Diane? For right now? Okay, what's your question? Who is it to? What's your question, spirit, for me? This is actually a spirit, I think, that's saying I have a question for you. This is one of the good ones.
To eat with.
To eat with.
Edge.
What about edge? What do you mean to eat with? What about edge?
How about news? Thanks.
Hey, Jenny, how's it going? Yeah, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving time frames. So tomorrow I don't celebrate a lot of those things because of all the different connections. I do my own version of holiday called Freedom Day. For any of these holiday seasons, I call it Freedom Day for each one. Liberation Day. Clubite. Oh, they call me a clubite. That's funny. Because this is the tuning fork live stream. Here, I got to do some frequencies for YouTube and them right now, but I can definitely get to here again. I just did them all, but I'm going to do it here. I didn't do it. I'm just going through all of them. This is 174 we're doing, where you can listen to some of it.
Shopping.
We're going through all of it. It's funny, they're calling me clubite because of here's a club, they're funny. It's almost like malachite, like the crystal, because I'm into crystal and meditation stuff. So someone will say funny things. That's just them joking around. Start. So Jenny, how have you been? It's 320, or though this is 243. 243. This is a common peace tone. I actually had to get this personally made for a wonderful lady. Eventually, I want to get the angel frequencies. Well, I'm sure it's been the Mercury retrograde. You've been through the Mercury retrograde. Has been getting people to make mistakes and mistype things. You need to reread your paperwork. You need to reread things you do or others do. People are making mistakes and giving you wrong phone numbers. All sorts of stuff is happening. You think that some of them are doing it purposely, but they're actually doing it accidentally. A lot of them. Yeah. Like I've had a lot of people do it accidentally. Some might be doing it purposely, but no, the Mercury retrograde is messing with everybody's emotions. It's making people feel low, down, and irritated. Oh, hey, Trump. And then different stuff. They blissed you. Good. They said I did pray. I did hurry. I did pray at 11. Someone said I did pray at 11. That's funny. They said I did pray at 11. And then did you know Uno? Mario. Oh, do you want me to talk about the rune code? Right here? This one? What's the flag at the end of Mario? It's called the One Show flag. Yeah, the head. Yep, that's this one is yeah. Yeah, you like the rune codes? It said pretty hard. Thank you. Yeah, they're bringing up Mario. So the One Joe rune code is the flag at the end of Mario, which is the triangle flag there. That's One Joe rune. I'm not sure if I'm saying it, but it's WUNJO, I think. But basically, it's a rune that means peace and success, connection. It's preceding everything and before and after. It's usually preceding everything, but you want it to be your end result of any rune placement or words. So that would be W and V. V and W are both one Joe rune, which is for peace and success. And V is for victory. W is also for wedding. You know, it's all you want peace and success in your relationship, in your completion of your journey. So that's what that is. This is 324. What about annihilation? Yeah. So basically, we've all been going through energies. Okay. So these energies of the retrograde has been affecting people to make mistakes or go in reverse a few times. Yeah. And so a lot of it happening around the time of the holidays is even the worst because companies are making mistakes. People are making financial choices or business choices that are bad. They're doing inappropriate choices and they're making mistakes. They're forgetting things. They're making little teeny things that are affecting everything. Everybody has. Even I did. There was things I wrote stuff down and I had to rewrite it. I had to relook at it. I was like, oh crap, I keep messing little letters. But because I knew that that's what was happening, I was able to be aware of it and change it. And because it's affecting everyone, good or bad. It's the Mercury retrograde. It's been going on for like the whole week. So it's going to happen for like 3 or 4 days. So until after tomorrow, it's not going to stop until after tomorrow. So even tomorrow. So on Friday, it still might be residually because it's what day that is, and what's crazy is because of all the stress and expectation and family gatherings, and it's a lot. So that's why you are, Jenny. That's why a lot of people are. It's because everybody's thinking that they need to do foods. They think that they need to do the bad foods and support the bad foods and support the death or unalignment foods, the corpses to eat for the dinner tomorrow. It's horrifying. And so this is I kind of think this retrograde is karma. I think it's karmic energy to everybody, and those who are more aware of it, more inspired, they don't have to be affected by it as much. I haven't been affected as much as others, but I was still screwed with. Like even my moods and feelings affected me. I was feeling done. I was feeling done.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, well, they're all demonic to me, Jenny. They're all demonically controlled. They're all satanic demonic. Now, if people want to celebrate that, it has origins to that. So even if people aren't celebrating it that way, which I hope they're not, in a way, they are on days that were. And it's like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Why celebrate the Christ birthday or celebrate someone's birthday on a bad person's birthday? And so it's kind of like saying, okay, I'm going to have my birthday on some other person's day that's a bad person in history, and that's my birthday now. Why would you want that? Just be on the day that you are your birthday on. So so that's what they've done with the holidays. They use other people's day and then overlapped it with good beings their day when their day is a different time. So they took over a bad person's day so that people would focus on the good person and not the bad person. Well, just don't celebrate the bad person's day. Why are you celebrating someone else's day on the bad person's day? It's like saying, okay, I'm going to celebrate this bad politician and say that my birthday is on their birthday and celebrate my birthday on that bad politician's birthday. Why? Just celebrate it on your day. Don't worry about when theirs is. Just ignore it. Don't play into their game. So it's like you're investing you're taking over someone else's day and keeping them alive covertly.
Excellent.
It's horrifying
We're there. We're there. We're there. We're there.
because if you look at some of the lore, Malak and Bel is Christmas time frame. And then you have other times. It's all connected to those. It's creepy. When you look into some of the history, it's connected to that. This is for entertainment purposes only, just so everybody knows. But look into it and look in your own, yeah, look into your own history on it. But there is so much. It's freaky.
Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it?
This is 396. Yeah, so I don't celebrate it. But it's also the foods and all of that, Jenny. They celebrate the Thanksgiving, but it's also because of what Thanksgiving is or what it was origin wise. What happened to all the people that had that original dinner? A lot of them passed. They got sick. Things happened. Like it's a trick holiday to me. So no. And it's Aborigine Day. It was like, come on, they take over the land. It starts a whole cycle of takeover. That was let's do a friendly music. That's what happened. That's not what actually happened. In some of the there was a little bit of that, but then a lot of people passed away because of the different intermingling and tricks that happened with that connection. It was there. It was like, oh, let's get to know you. It's like letting a missionary into your home to trick you into being with them and equal with them, trying to get you to convert to their belief system. It's like I'm not gonna let a religious system into my home if they're not gonna eat what I eat and go for what I go for. We don't do all these. I got them from TikTok. What did you get from TikTok shop? What did you get from the TikTok shop? Okay, my name is Michael. I get healthy food. So I still have foods, but I'm creating it my own holiday where I'm doing vegan friendly stuff. But I'm not hanging out with family. I'm not doing any of that because the last time I tried doing that with any of them, um, they basically, oh, it was horrifying. Basically, what happened is they poisoned me.
Helen.
Yeah, they poisoned me the last time I went there. And since I don't have my own transportation to go from their house to mine, there's no way I'm gonna even gonna try by getting a ride with someone else. There's no effing way. Nope. No way. Plus, I can't swear. I can't say what I want to say. I can't be myself. There's no way. I'm like, nope, nope. If I can't be me, I'm out. Yeah, I don't hate any of them. I just want to be genuine and authentic, and if I can't be genuine and authentic, then yeah, my family's some tricksters. But I live in Utah, so everybody's faking facade right now around this time of year. Not everybody. There's some that are trying to be genuine and realize what people are doing, and they're still in the cult mindset on other things. But I've seen some people. I've seen some of them pretend, but but then but then when you teach them, when you get them, then you get all these people trying to get them to do stuff. You get these people in control. You get these ladies and these controllers, these bosses that then tell them you can't be honest, you can't be this, you can't talk about this, you can't. And it's like these handlers over them. It's hilarious. It's like once you start speaking too much truth, all of a sudden someone's handler shows up to get them in order, to get them to do stuff, to not know or wake up because they're about to. And all of a sudden the handler comes in to stop it. You gotta stay in order. You gotta stay in line. You gotta. So the only time you can really get people to wake up is when they're not on the clock with their business. That's how you wake them up. Yeah. Yeah, because of banter. Yeah. Bring it up. So Val and others, are you here right now? I've been getting a lot of communications, Jenny, with Val and them. They've been helping out and doing different stuff. It's been weird. So Val, Thor, and others, how are you doing? Are
My
you in
name
here?
is Emily.
Hi, Emily. Do you know what? And Emily's been coming in. So, Emily, what brings you here, Emily? Who are you? Sarah. So has to. This is 528. I'll do the ball in a sec. Seafood. I don't do seafood. I don't do anything that is unalive being. I go for plants and things of Mother Earth, not from the other. Anything with the central nervous system, I don't go for.
You are
Anything from the
courageous.
garden that is Mother Earth's nutrients to us, that's what I go for.
Sandwich.
I go for nutrients of that and salt of the earth, but not the other stuff that's like us. Anybody that bleeds like us, anything that has a central nervous system, I don't do that. I don't do fish. I don't do honey. I don't do, because that goes for the bees. They're using that for them. I don't go for any of that because that exploits them. That exploits their kind and messes with all of them.
You are a blessing.
Thank you. You got a lot of good beans. Supportive beans. Yeah. Yeah, when people bring up like things, problem with racism and all of that, I say, well, I'm also against doing things to animals because that's the type of racism to them, and they believe just like us. So everybody would use the excuse against that, saying, "Oh, everybody believes the same." I said, "So do animals.
White.
Why are we doing that to them? We shouldn't be doing it to any being that has a central nervous system that has feelings, emotions, and a soul." Some people try to act like animals don't have a soul. I said, look in their eyes and tell me they don't. Look in their eyes and tell me they don't. They do. They have feelings, they have emotions, they have responses, they have fear, they're just like us, and just in a different way of response. So why do that to them? They're like, oh, but they're not smart enough like us. And I said, hold on. There are people that aren't smart enough like us. Okay, they have lower cognitive disabilities. Why do they get more of a life than an animal does who has the same cognitive communication as that type of child? What's the difference? There is none. They communicate with each other. You can tell. You put an autistic child with a horse, they communicate to each other. There's tons of videos on that, tons of awareness on that. So why are we exploiting the horses? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing it to others? People need to wake up. Why are we riding them? Why aren't we riding other people? I guess you're riding other people when you want to and they want to with you, but that's a whole different story. That's what you do in your bedroom. That's on you and your partner. But when it comes to trying to use it as a ride, some people just do it for fun, but you're not trying to ride another person. But they are just like a horse system. You don't, and why are you using a horse? Because they can run faster, because they have more ability to. What if a human could? Would you do that to them too? Would you make them if they didn't want to? See, you got to realize the concept, the brainwashing that we've been tricked into doing. Yeah. Unless you want to write another person, but that's a totally different story. And that's up to them and consensual with you and them to do those things. And that's for the Twilight Life, not this one. If you want to talk spicy stuff, I do that on the Twilight Life. Yeah. You're fun. But I know I'm just authentic and genuine. I just flat out say what needs to be said, and I just don't apologize for it. I'll apologize if I feel I do, but part of me is like, I don't really feel bad about saying it. I'm not lying. I'm just trying to be as genuine as I can and upfront as I can, because I just feel like people try to candy coat everything. They try to dye things down. They try to, color it or cover it up instead of actually flat out just letting it be known. We need to communicate more straightforward so that we can know what really is going on and what we're really choosing, what we're really thinking. But people are too afraid because they're afraid people can't handle it when we can. We've been dumbed down, we've been sheltered, and we need to stop being that way. And if you're in this live and you don't want, and you only want sheltered material, that's not the place to be then. You need to be somewhere where you can be sheltered if that's what you want. I'm not going to be a sheltered environment. I'm an honest environment. I'm a genuine, awakening environment. So I'm going to bring things that are going to get you questioning every part of your life you never thought you had to. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Or Val or whoever else just said that. No, go back.
Yeah.
Go back to what?
Right.
Right. They said no, go back, go right. They're trying to tell someone to go right or look right. Don't, they said no, go back, look right, or go right. They're trying to help someone. I say question everything. Don't do everything they tell you. They're just trying to give you some idea about something around you and helping you. Vote for them. Welcome to it. Those are pretty much, yeah, they're trying to give some advice. First year, they're saying bye. Someone's saying bye. That almost sounds like Loki saying bye. Bye, Loki. Sometimes Loki will say that, sometimes another. That's Italian? Italian rap? That sounded more like the Korean than the Italian, but you're saying that that's Italian rap? Bye, Loki. Yeah, sometimes Loki does that. That could have been someone else. They're saying that that was an Italian rap, but I don't know. He sounds a little different. So maybe they'll be still around. They said, I'm okay. Like I said, the retrograde is getting everybody, even me a little bit. So I'm not as aware of what's coming through. They're not Siri, though. They're definitely not Siri. They're saying, I'm not Siri, though. I'm not Siri. They're not Siri. That's funny. I love it when they do that. They're like, I'm not an AI. I'm not Siri. That's not who I am.
The living.
The living.
Would be nice.
They said it would be nice.
Pick them up.
I love how they respond that. Like people are like, "Oh, that's a bot. That's a bot." No, it's not. Oh, that's AI. No, it's not. They're just coming through the spirit box. That's how they can confirm or tell someone's thoughts. That's got to be AI. No, not AI. That's how you know it's not them because they can hear your thoughts and they know what you're thinking, and they respond immediately. I think it's hilarious. So sometimes I wonder if some of them aren't real or if they're what they claim they are. And they said, I'm not.
Coke.
What about Coke
In LA.
in LA?
But I didn't know you.
Do you like a big?
Was it big? You knew someone in LA? Oh, in the Coke. Is this a spirit that knew you didn't know me then? Oh, you knew about me back then. So are you saying, is this a spirit that was in my brother's ward?
Encouragement.
Okay. So you're a spirit that was in one of my brother's wards when I went. You know? Okay. And you were in the cult. Are you talking about the guy that was connected to the editor that my brother got me to meet that was in LA? So I lived in well, I didn't live. I stayed with my brother for a week in Burbank. I stayed with him for a week of, and he had me go visit an editor, and I think we went to L.A. And we went and visited his friend in L.A. who was an editor,
What's
a film editor, or he would change people's CDs and stuff, and he worked for big companies, and he had like a really wealthy wife, looking or he had a wife that was really attractive, and he was disabled, and so my brother was trying to give me encouragement to go towards something, and he had me go meet this guy or meet his place, and I was kind of interesting, but my brother was trying to push me into it more than I wanted to. And so I was there, I was learning, but I wasn't fully for it, and he was trying to push me into going for it too quickly, and I just wasn't in the same motivation that he was trying to get me in and expecting me in. And it was hard to be around my brother because he was kind of a little bit of a stay-at-home dad in a way, or kind of he was an entrepreneur type, so he would always like procrastinate on things,
Sacrifice.
run sacrifice. But his son had autism, and I had to help his son while my brother slept. And we'd watch shows that would just repeat over and over and over. We'd keep watching the same like Blue Clues show or some other show, and so I tried to put in another movie because I couldn't stand it anymore. And his son would get upset if you didn't do his
Yeah.
form of movie. So I saw one like episodes of Blue Clues
and he
like
told me that you
nonstop, and I had it memorized for like a week or about that
Why?
because of my nephew doing that was 4 years old. But anyway, I was in LA. I guess I would have went to church with my brother somewhere,
when he planned,
and it was pretty
job
crazy.
off.
But that's what I remember dealing with.
Fine.
I got really solid confirmation from them, not a bot. Yeah, yeah, they do that all the time. So Jenny, they'll like flat out say something and tell you that they're not Siri, not Siri. But that's how they tell you, and then they're like, okay, explain more, and they'll explain more to confirm that they are who you wonder if they are.
Investigator.
Investigator, yeah. They're trying to get you to ask them more, and they'll prove to you more how important they are. I've seen Val say that a few times. He'll say, "I'm not Siri. I'm not Siri. I'm a real person. I'm a real being." I've heard him say that. I've heard others say it too.
Over there.
We're on right, over there. They said on your right over there. I had my son in San Bernardino. Okay. Yeah, my brother lived in Mariposa. One of them lived in Mariposa. They both lived in Burbank, but then later they moved to Mariposa. And then we had a better communication with them in Mariposa than we did in California. So there was a lot of different stuff that happened.
It seems
One of my brothers, when he moved to California, he apologized and he broke down. And then we had a better relationship after that. Now he's a teacher. Now he's on different
I also
medical situational stuff that he thinks he needs. But he's a teacher now, and he lives in Utah somewhere, right west south of me. Any messages for Randy? Any messages for a Randy? For a Randy or from a Randy? Is there any message for Randy? For him. Okay. Just needed to make sure. I have to ask because we're in the retrograde days, and sometimes people get their questions switched around, and I gotta double check. I even have a few times this week, which really was like, because I was aware to look for it, I was able to correct immediately. Made me stop making things that would have screwed me. Pretty cool.
looks up.
You can't be responsible for other big and horrible choices, though. So they say don't make big decisions right now because people are making really bad decisions. Girlfriend? Still single. Yeah, I don't have a girlfriend. You'll help me? Okay, well that's nice. You can help me get a girlfriend, huh?
Funny.
Buddy. Well, she's got to be vegan, spirits. If you're gonna help me get a girlfriend, she's got to be vegan. Nothing to it. They're saying they're gonna be able to. Holy crap, that's gonna be funny. They're saying they found her. Okay, well, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, I'm doing the whole.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we're gonna 432. Yeah, get through them all.
You are beautiful.
You are beautiful. Yeah. They've been telling me I'm beautiful, but they're probably talking to some of you. Restaurant vanilla. What about restaurant vanilla? It said something about someone being that works at a restaurant or something, or waitress. Looks like a nice one. Is he a vegan? What's up? I'm doing a lot. Procedural. Oh, you want me to do the bowl again? Okay, hold on. I'll do the bowl again. Yes, I'm Samuel Spirit. I talk to spirits and they do talk back. My actual name is in my bio, Samuel Durbitz. I'm not pretending to be anything. I believe I'm Samuel Spirit in my heart, as if I'm a spirit within my self. What's my name? I just told you what my name is. Samuel Stephen Durbitz. That's my, well, Stephen would be my middle name with a PH. It's a full name. Yeah, I don't hide who I am. I have credentials up on my wall that confirm that too. People want to claim that I'm not something, I have it up on my wall. I've shared it here. I'm really good at standing up what I am. You're from the light. Good. Glad. Here, let's do this. This is 639 to this. Doing different ones right now. Relationship. Sorry if I'm redoing these again, Facebook and YouTube, but I'm just making sure I get all the frequencies for all of them. I've been here 600 years. Yeah, I wasn't asking if Randy is vegan or not. I'm asking if.
Thank you for respect.
I'm telling them that if I'm gonna be with a soulmate, the soulmate needs to be wet tissue. Yeah, so it's fine. Thank you for respect. Yep. Yeah, if I'm gonna be with anybody that's a soulmate, it's got to be a lady, and it's got to be someone that's. I'm straight. I'm not gay. I'm not against people that are. Not same-sex attraction. I'm actually for straight connection. But it's got to be someone that's vegan. That's a lady. I got 3 now. That's all I was bringing up about being vegan. Yeah, I'm a holistic vegan. I'm actually a holistic vegan. Yeah, I'm for challenge22.com knowledge. Others who try to say I'm not vegan, that's not true. I am. But so Jenny, I don't think you were talking about me. I think you were talking about Randy or someone else. I just need to be clear. Because Because some people could read your comment and be like, "Oh, Sam's not. I am vegan." She's talking about someone else. So I'm an empath, and I saw that there was other people that came in.
Visit me.
They said, "Vegan soulmate talk. Ask about spirits." So the AI just said, "Vegan soulmate talk. Ask about spirits." Here on TikTok, there's an AI algorithm that comes in now, and it said that. That's funny. Same as same as vegan. Right? Yeah, I guess so. Him.
Be on the beat. Be on the beat. Be on the beat. Be on the beat.
Him. They're saying, "Be on the beat." Him. Banter. You want me to hit the ball? Okay, hold on. See, this is why I know this is real, because they're telling me what to do like a regular person would. This is why this is so freaking wild. Why I do the bowl, that's why I do this stuff. No, it's not programmed. No, I don't even know how to do that. It's wild. I like fruit gummies. Yeah, I like to go for Teddy. You're funny. I like going for anything that's organic, as long as it doesn't have gelatin in it. Anything that's not on alignment foods, I'm okay for it. I back and forth on gummies. I love to go for libido gummies that are vegan, as long as it has a vegan friendly mark on it, and you still need to read the ingredients and make sure the ingredients are in fact vegan like they claim. I try to stay away from canola or anything connected to that, because to me that's not vegan, even if they try to claim it is. I stay away from that. Yeah. One of them like, shit, yeah, you got to be careful of canola oil, spirits. You got to be careful of canola oil. People don't realize that. It's not what people think it is. Even olive oil, you got to be careful of that too, depending on who's making it. Unless you're making your own, be careful. Well, I had to bring that up to my LDS Mormon mom. I said, I don't trust olive oil. And they're all about olive oil for their blessings and hands and stuff. And they think that olive oil is connected to the Bible and all of that stuff. And I'm like, hold on. If you get it from Italy or anywhere, they change it and they put canola in there, and I'm not for canola. And oils aren't what people think they are unless they're organic, plant created. You got to be careful. I'm not for corn like everybody is. I don't do popcorn. I don't do those things because of what it originally was. It's a hybrid creation. That's why I don't celebrate this holiday system, because of what it all is. And so I stay away from corn because of what corn is. Corn is a hybrid creation of two different plant creations, and it's connected to this holiday time frame. It's where it came from.
You are a gift.
Yeah, thank you. So I don't even do that. If I'm gonna do corn, it's gonna be the little pit with inside the corn. That's all I would want to eat, not the silk thing that doesn't dissolve in your body. And even then, I'm careful about that. Yeah, I don't do it. You have to like get the pit itself out of it and eat the pit only, not the husk. But it's all hybrid creations. And when you eat popcorn, why do you think you cough and choke and blah 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 when you're taking it in? While you're watching a movie, you're eating it, and then all of a sudden you cough because of a funny thing, and then you miss what their joke was, because their joke was actually telling you something to indoctrinate you, to get you to ignore what really is not funny. That's making you laugh as though it's funny. And then it keeps you from hearing the concept or the reasoning for saying it. I trick you left and right. Wow. But that's the biggest trick right there. They're canning popcorn.
And
Yeah. They drug you. They control it. They don't realize that it's wrong. I caught on to it. That's why I became holistic vegan. I learned from a blood doctor, worked with the Pentagon. Talk to your own health professionals. This is for entertainment purposes only. But just letting people be aware. Do your own research. 963.
pizza.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the pizza,
Find
the
my
day
body.
of pizza, the plant-based stuff, I have that ready for tomorrow. I just gotta make it tomorrow morning or rising. When I wake up tomorrow rising, I'm gonna start getting the pizza ready. I'm gonna start getting all the food ready. Yes, I do plan to do a live free stream tomorrow. At least the twilight. I might do the earlier. It just depends on how my food and stuff is. No one's coming to visit me that I'm aware of unless they surprise me or call me. I'm gonna be alone, but I'm just gonna hang out tomorrow on my own. I'm not hanging out with anyone tomorrow. I might watch some Christmas movies. I don't know. I might do something. Who knows what I'll do tomorrow? You will? They said you will. Yeah, I hope. I would love my soulmate to call me. That would be nice. But whoever they would be, that'd be a nice thing to be thankful for a day that you're supposed to be thankful of things that they teach you to.
Yours.
The only time I'd be thankful is of things that actually were thankful to be thankful for. I'm not going to do it because a system tells you to be thankful on that day. I'm thankful every day. I don't need a day to be thankful for things. I'm thankful for a lot of things. But tomorrow's an inter. Um, what do you call it? It is. It's to get you brainwashed.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. Protection. Thank you for the protection. Yeah, I just want my. Okay, I think we're good. That's it.
Cool.
The pool. Like, where are we at? Okay, so we're at 127. So we have about 33 minutes to go. That girl. What girl? Oh, hey, Divine Spark Alice. You know what? They brought you up yesterday. They said something about someone saying that they were an Alice, and now you're here, Alice. There was a being that brought up being an Alice coming in the box yesterday. Sometimes energies with other people's names will come in to get me ready for other people with similar name energy that might show up. They said you have an angel. Okay. So I know that you've come around before, Alice. So welcome back. The one. I hope you're doing good. Divine Spark of Alice.
Too late.
Yeah,
I'm behind you now.
Oh, they said that they're behind you now. Alice, can you hear me? Just write in the comments to say that you're here. Who's here in this live? I want to make sure the person is a real person and not someone that's a fly on the wall. So I always want to make sure the real person is someone. Because I'm not for bots or cult mindset or people trying to spy on me for a religion or system. Because I was in a cult system, I got away from it. I'm for self-care, self-love. So I just want to make sure anybody that comes in this live stream is a real person and not someone pretending to be others. Also, some people have been taking over people's accounts, so I want to make sure that that person is who they are. Yeah, I think I scared her off. So that divine spark of Alice took off because some people's accounts are being taken over, everybody. So I have to call them out. And if they won't communicate to confirm it's them, they run off. So it made me think that either she's having trouble with her device or that was not. Hey, how's it going, child of the light? Yeah, so whoever the divine spark of Alice was, she was here and then she took off.
I know.
Yeah, we have to be careful.
Start
looking. Yeah. And they get scared of me. Like when I call them out on it, I'd say, here, let's talk. They will, yeah. I'd say, talk to me on the phone. Let's see if you're a real person.
She'll be up.
They stop. They try to be this friend or this person. Like, you're not sounding like
Find it.
it's the person I know. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk on the phone. Let me see that it's you. Let's confirm it's you. And I found out it wasn't.
We're hiding from you.
They're saying we're hiding from you. Who's hiding from who? Yeah, so some of the spirits or some of the people in the box are claiming that they're hiding from me. Is it because of my energy is too strong for you all? So you're playing? Thank you for blessing me. You both are fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm around. Thanks for all of you being here.
No hearing.
No, you're familiar. Who's familiar? There's a lot of fun stuff going on right now. They're very talkative today, everybody. Come, you both sell it out. You two, just keep it in. You're both awesome. Thank you, both you, Diane and Shell the Light. You're both funny. We're hiding from you. Who's hiding from me? Or are you hiding from them? Sometimes someone's spirits will come to me because they're afraid of other people, and so they'll come and hang out with me to hide from their relatives.
Carmilla.
Oh, Carmilla. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes I get other people's spirits and they'll come here because they're afraid of the energy that their family member is acting. So they'll come here and they'll hang out here because they're afraid of all of you. I think it's funny. Camilla, the wife.
Find a job.
The wife. You'll find a job. They're telling someone you'll find a job. You stay out of this. You're funny, Diane. Hey, if you're gonna talk in my comments, I'm gonna respond. It's just how it's gonna go. Anyway, let's see. You're both awesome. Okay. Oh, bless you, child of the light. Whatever's going on. Here, let's do this.
Busy then.
Let's do 285 and 174. Maybe that will help. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do 285 and 174. New row? Yeah. So 285, 174. Now, why am I doing 285 and 174? 285 amplifies any other frequency tuning fork that I do. So 174 is removes pain, okay? Physical pain. This helps release pain. Now, I'm going to do the 285. We're going to amplify the 174. So the 285 will amplify the 174 for you to feel it and connect with it. Are you feeling pain right now? So I'm doing 285, and I get it. I definitely am aware of pain stuff. I should be doing this on my own when I'm going through stuff, but I don't always do it because I like to do it collectively for everyone. I don't like to use it just for me. I like to do these for everyone. So I don't use this on me
I
individually,
remember you.
but I probably should. But I try not to do it because I don't want to mess with what it's really for. I remember you. I do other stuff. I just don't think to do it. I'm like, I want to do this for everybody, and I can rest in other ways without having to rely on it. Woo, there we go. Let's try to put this up here. Maybe we can do this. There we go. That'll work. Ah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, it is a tilting a little bit because it's supposed to.
I see.
Yeah, just doing a little bit. My hand's getting a little wrenched from doing it though.
Tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how.
Tell me how.
I am Carmilla.
Hi, Carmilla.
I'll be getting. I'll be getting. I'll be getting. I'll be getting.
Oh, do you know what? I could do that. Would that help? Do you think that would help? I'll try. I think it's good now.
McCain.
Your McCain would?
Finally was it. Finally was it. Finally was it. Finally was it. Finally was it.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Sorry, I'm just talking to different responses.
So,
It's having insight.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah. It's happening. What about your cane? 20K some. Oh, thank you. I see that. It's saying 20.4K right now for me, Diane. Saying 20.4K right now. Thank you. All right. Like I said, eventually I would love it to get up to 100. If I can get it up to 100, I'd feel so awesome.
Brother.
Like, yay. We don't have to. I'm just saying that it'd be awesome. Okay. I have a cane. Yeah, I do too. I have a cane in my bedroom,
Did
but
you take?
I don't always like to rely on those
Are
things.
you
I
at?
just
Are you
have
at?
that because sometimes my leg will go out or certain attack systems will try to do something that will get me to where I feel I need it now. It's more of it's I use it for multiple reasons. I don't just do it for balance. I use it for when I'm carrying stuff. If my drink falls, I can catch it with the cane. I've used the cane is for
I'm looking.
multiple things I do for it. Brother, what about brother? Same, same. Sometimes my legs and hips try to give away. Yeah, so I have to deal with the energies of them drying me out in my place. So I have to work around their abuse, and it causes my joints to go crazy. But sometimes they're using technology, direct energy waves, where they can use phones or other things to do that, where they have their little goons or whatever to walk and follow you wherever you go, and that they can like target, and you won't even know it's them doing it to you, and someone will target your leg or target something with a device on a phone, and they can do that in the agency systems. And so I have a cane for that situation because I can't rely on the fact of my own body to handle
Died very
their
recently.
trick systems. So I have to do it because of the metal in my leg and back. And with their technology they use, I have to have it just because of the metal in my body. Because my metal is more susceptible to their game systems. So it's just as a backup to handle their system. So they know not to mess with someone who is of that. But yeah. So I kind of use it now as not just for balance, it's more of so people can know to be careful of me because of my outside doesn't look like what I have on the inside. People see me on the outside, they say, "Oh, he looks fine," and then they notice if I show them, and some people aren't even paying attention, so they think that you're just like everybody else, and they don't realize you have other internal things that have been done to you. And so I have to do that to show it, to let people recognize it. Having the cane helps people see that you have other situations you're dealing with. Without the cane, they won't know. They just won't notice. That's why I have a cane. And why don't you have the background music on? Because I do that. Oh, I can do that now. I always do that after I do the frequencies. So after I do the frequencies, then I do the music. So thank you for telling me. Usually I do the music for the next live stream for the Twilight. The music I will do after I do the tuning forks because we were just doing the tuning forks. So I don't like the tuning forks to be manipulated by the background music. So the music is when after I finish the tuning fork stuff, which we just did. So I just finished the tuning fork. Now we can do this.
Tiny.
Now this one will have the 432 embodied in the music. So it has 432 in the Enya music. Pretty cool. I caught on to it. I was like, wait, is 432 in there? Because someone claimed it was. And so I looked into it and I hit the 432. I was like, is 432 in there? And so I was like, okay, this is 432. Right here is 432. Yeah. So the 432 is in the song. You can tell because the frequency sounds just like the background music
My
of it.
death was brutal.
Took me a little bit to figure out which one of them it was. But 432 is in this. Yeah. So I listen to this all the time. It's one of my favorite. And I should probably do it when I take a bath for this one because I like this better than chanting music. Because chanting music usually freak me out a little bit when I'm in the water. I prefer this. So I could do this while I'm in the water. And that would calm me down. And then there would be whispering of spirits coming through.
Well,
You will, yeah. Then say it. I will. There's a spirit. Yeah, so I get spirits that will whisper through this. Sometimes the soulmate, angel from different angels, different beings that will do it. It's hard to know. It's personal. Yeah, it is. It's personal. So they'll whisper to people in different ways. So you'll hear different whispering than I will. That's a 10-4. Yeah, they will listen. They will bring up little whisperings through this that only are to you or to me. Yeah, usually to me, and they'll tell me. Sometimes they'll tell me to tell you something. Sometimes they'll tell me I'm here to comfort me, to help me know I'm being watched for or loved.
Book.
Very cool. What about book? Where's YouTube book? Yep, she just did just now. Hi. Yeah, I still made whispers here. So I have to bring this up. So the spirit said something about saying that they're going to set me up or they want me to set me up. They said they're going to help. They said they're going to help set me up with a vegan girl. I'm like, oh. And they even said 10-4, Diane, earlier. But they said, yeah.
I'm angry.
You're angry? Why are you angry? Who's angry? One of them is angry. They've been angry for a while. Looks like her. Someone that's angry looks like her. Looks like who? Who's angry and looks like a her? Or looks like someone that's a her? This spirit has come around a few times saying that they're angry. What are you angry about? Who are you angry about? I know the retrograde has been affecting everybody. Have a couple of days now. Apartment, environment, apartment. Still single? You're mad that I'm still single? Is that what it is? Yes, Simon is. So I think one of the spirits is mad that I'm still single and not with someone. They're not angry at me. They're angry at someone not coming to be with me, I'm guessing. Spirit, who are you and why are you angry? Give me some more context. Let's do it. But they could be connected to someone else too.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We said to get a job. So they said, is 9 all right? They're talking to a lot of you. They're bringing up different stuff in each other. They're saying, is 9 all right to one of you? It's something about to get a job or other stuff Let's do it. So they're talking about how they'll come and hang out with you at 9, maybe to go do stuff tomorrow, because tomorrow is that, or other time. Michael. Oh, hi, Archangel Michael.
People.
I guess Michael and God and other beings have been around me a lot. And that is okay. They said to people. Yeah.
And
To Andy. Diane, they're talking about Andy. What about Andy? Is 9 all right to Andy? What about to Andy? What about 9 a.m. for Andy? People he bully. People he bully? Wait, I don't think he bullies. I don't think he can, but I don't think he's needing to. My name is Mildred.
I'm this morning. What's your
This morning, what's sound? They brought up Andy, Diane.
question for it.
Hi, Mildred. 10-4.
That's who we're.
They're talking about you, Diane. What about a sewer? Oh, hi, Grandma. My grandma's here, Beatrice. What's morning is town. And they're bringing up 10-4, so they're responding to a comment you said. You don't go, you know where his friend gonna help him? Yeah, well, I do. It could be Mildred, Graham. My name is Mildred. Is this Mildred Gilliam? Now, if that person's still around, then it's not them. If someone's still alive, I need to be clear. If someone's still alive and you're asking if it's someone that's alive, it's not them. It would be someone that is not. Unless they're using lower tech and talking through this and acting like they're on the other side. It's Thor. Oh, hey, Val. How's it going?
Agnes.
Thor. They said it's Thor, and then Agnes, and then history. What about Thor and Agnes and what's history? Jenny, they just brought up something about Thor. An Italian. She is on the other side. Okay. So if Mildred Gilliam is on the other side, or whatever, where she's at on the afterlife, that
I'm a
could
good
be
person.
her. She's a good person. Are you Mildred Gilliam? Is that who you are? He said, I'm a good person. There's an Agnes that came in and said, I'm a good person. So there's a Mildred and then an Agnes, and then I'm a good person. Which one of you is a good person? Yes, she is.
Stroke.
She's fine. Stroke. Does he have a stroke? Or did someone have a stroke? Sending room?
Looking at.
Also?
No.
Is it awesome? And then someone said, hi, Val. Yeah, Val's here. He's hanging out. I'm guessing Val and others are here. Yes, she is. She's my aunt. Garden, yep.
Have a lot of.
Sending room. They said we have a lot of them. Yeah, they did say that they were gathering. There's a ton of them here. Maybe, I'm not sure, but runs in the family. Yeah, could have been. Could have been. I don't know. They say also no.
One. Can you
Yeah, my grandma's in here personally.
But I do.
Beatrice. There's some others. There's some kind of, but you didn't.
Think.
They said, as you think it. As you think
Oh
it,
no, I know it's.
you'll know. It said fear. As you think it, you'll know fear. So if you think in a vibration of fear, you're going to attract more fear. If you take in fear vibrations of unalived beings, you're going to take in that unalived toxicity and energy. So I'm not for Thanksgiving like everybody else. I'm for awareness of freedom and liberation. So these holidays, I celebrate them as a
You'll
liberation,
find things below.
future
I
liberation
don't want.
celebration for me. I celebrate the future to be now rather than what everybody else is celebrating.
Sure yet.
Will Thor yet? What about will Thor yet? What do you mean will Thor yet? Will thou Thor yet? They said you'll find things below as well.
A married left. A
Below.
married left. A married left. A married left.
Got married last. Someone got married last. King John says I'm a queen. That's amazing, Jenny. Well, if you want to be a queen, you are a queen. You are what you say you are, what you feel you are. We're all connected to divine feminine masculine energy, so everybody's a king and a queen in their own right of sovereignty.
Join it. Join it.
Why do you think I do the room codes?
You go.
You declare that you are, you become that which you declare. Okay. Yeah.
No.
Not all kings and queens are rich and wealthy. Some of them were just over a kingdom of some kind.
Read the book. Read the book.
Read the book. I don't think I'm supposed to be so far. No one's really supposed to, Jenny. The way that we do is we are our frequency and our vibration. And that's what the new change is going to be.
Do you want to?
So the more you raise your vibes of empathy and compassion, when the change occurs and it started, your new income will be your vibration. Whatever your vibration is, that's what your income will end up becoming. But the system is still trying to play on both sides of the field still. But things are happening between now and April and next September, I believe. There's a lot that's happening because we're in the 2018 year and 2019 is the time frame of that change. Cat, it said north and then cat. It said very well. That was source that just came in, right? Saying very well. There's a lot of stuff going on. Matcha. Well, it's not it's not
Would you like?
it's not really much. Would she like psychology? Kombucha. Matcha green tea would be okay, but I'm more into superfoods. Yeah. Flowers. She likes flowers. I don't think I'm supposed. Yeah, you're not. And think of the word poor. What is poor? Poor has different words within words. You got to take every word and you got to change it into what it really is. So poor has different meanings. You can act like you don't have enough. You feel like you're in a lower connection of lack, or you're pouring into something, or something's pouring into you. So poor is you're at your richest and at your lowest. So when you're pouring, it just depends on where you're pouring. Are you pouring into others or are you pouring into yourself? So that's why I'm about self-care, self-love, self-worth, and being authentic and genuine. So when you use the word pour, you're pouring into what? Where is your pouring going to? Are you dumping all of your worth onto a place that doesn't invest into you, or just goes and then now you have nothing to pour out of? You poured everything and now it's gone. Or are you pouring into another glass that then goes into you to where you're now taking in that which you poured? Where you're investing in yourself, you're taking in that worth that you poured from somewhere else. So where'd you get that which you're pouring into? So pouring is really, what are you pouring into? Are you pouring to where it just goes nowhere and it's to everybody else and you don't get any of it? Or are you pouring into a glass that then it's for you or for others? So you want to overflow your pouring. So it's not about whether you're poor. You're saying that you're not supposed to be so poor. You're not supposed to be so pouring, so giving unto others, so overflowing to give unto others. Yes, you are. You are supposed to be overflowing to pour unto others and yourself. Heart overflows. So there you go. So you are an overflow of heart. So you are supposed to pour, just in the right manner of pouring. Does that make sense?
Manipulation.
You are supposed to change the negative and make it positive. Yeah. They manipulated us with the words. They made us use words to look at them in a negative vibration of expectation. And what we need to do is see the good within them and be a well. Yes. We need to be an overflowing well that then helps. Get her Sam. They're trying to get me
Day.
to teach people. Stay. What about day? What about day? Oh, like the day. Yes, the word day is 4, 1, 2.
Are you a to have
2, 5. 4, 1, 2, 5. Day is 4, 1, 2, 5. What is 2 and 5? It's a 7. So it's 4, 1, 7. What is 4, 1, 7? It is facilitates change.
to know they get
So you need to shine and be the day that you are. Not the days, the day.
have time?
Be the day. Day is a powerful number sequence within the numbers.
For it. Can you
Yeah, can you fork? Yeah, so I'll show you. So this is a fork. This is 417. This is 417. It's right here. And that's it. This is 417. So this is for 417 that we're talking about because they bring up day. This is a day frequency. 417 is a day frequency. This will facilitate your change to bring that which you want, gets rid of the toxic behavior and lack, and it trips you up so that you can finally do what you should be doing to bring in more.
Need time.
It'll need time, yeah. I love this. There it is. And 417. And then 528 is for repair DNA, miracle DNA. They told me to do time. Okay, where are we at? So we got 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to get going, and then we'll be back in 30 minutes. I'll be back around 5 or 5, between 5 and 5:15 Mountain Time. It's 5:28 p.m. right now. We're at 30.4K. Thank you, everyone. I'm still here for, we got like a minute. Is there any questions the spirits want to ask anybody before we go, or that anybody wants to ask them? Randy, are you here? Or you have anything for Randy, I mean? Doesn't matter. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Rose as well? Okay, Rose, what's your question for everybody? Or what's your question? Okay. Me now. I'll be back for Twilight Live. Sorry, the music is really loud, so it's sometimes overshadowed what I'm hearing now. Thank you, Sam. Always a pleasure. You're welcome, Jenny. You're welcome. I was saying to Diane and others about how amazing you are with the connections to Val, that I'm actually happy that you're around because you got me connected to things I woke up to and started my whole journey. Marble helped me be aware of stuff, and it's gotten Val and them to say things and bring up things. It's just the coolest thing.
Point to grace, 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 point to grace.
And I guess they've always been around me and helping me, but then providing all those things that I had no clue that it was them. But it's helped me a lot with a lot of connections and protections. They don't always help as much as I would hope that they do, but I think they do as much as they're able to. Yeah, no, I figured. But you knew stuff about things that I knew, but there's other things too. Is that you're planning. But they even claimed that they found my soulmate and there was weird things happening there, but I don't even know. They tried to say that there was a exotic lady that's supposed to be my soulmate, but I don't think that that's the case. But at the same time, then I connected to other stuff. I think it could be her soul group or soul mate or soul connection, but I don't think it's her. They're trying to get me connected to the right connection when it's ready. They keep saying something about 41 a lot, or they have, and others are confirming. I've been given the date of the 11th to the 14th, which is an alternate of 4-1 and 4-4. So but I would say it would be sooner than that. It might be next week. It might be sooner. It might be a few days before. It is Ari, yeah. But I'm gonna have to like look at the Ethiopian calendar and get the real date time frame of when things are. I got to look at the calendar. Maybe I'll do that during the break and try to find out the Ethiopian calendar time frame. Because September 11th would be the time of the new year of the Ethiopian calendar. And I want to find out when the fourth month from that date would be and when it's going to be this year. How many days of each month of the Ethiopian calendar there is. I want to say there's like 28 days. I think it's like any 13th month calendar, but I'm not sure. That's his birthday. What day is Christ's birth? No, I'm going to tell you when Christ's birthday is, Jenny. It would be it would be September 11th time frame or 7 days after, or 7 days, because technically he wasn't born on the first day of the year. He was born in the first time frame of the year. So a lot of people try to say he was born on New Year's Day of the Ethiopian or connection. I think it was 7 days later or around that week of that time frame. I would say he could have been born a little bit before or right after. I don't know exactly when. People try to claim it's September 11th, but I try to think that it's around that day. It would be around because they bring up different stories of how he was born because of the star, but then the Kings didn't find him until 2 years later. 2 to 4 years, stayed around for 2 years or came back every 2 years. So, and I've noticed that the star will come every 2 years. Like there will be a break and then it'll come back again and it'll act like it doesn't come around that often and it does. So that's what I caught on to in my awakening. So it's crazy. And when I had my awakening, it was when they said the Star of David came back in 2015, around the same time as the Jewish New Year. And they said that the star came back of David around the same time I had my awakening abduction. And that's when I woke up to all of these things. Then I heard that I went into an age regression program. There was a lot of discussing weird things that have happened, but I don't know if I can fully believe that yet until that soulmate or individual actually shows up in real life and confirms it with me what I talk to them through the device.
I'm touching your hand.
Who's touching my hand?
I like that.
I said, how's your wife? Touching your wife.
No.
I like that. Who? Who are you touching? My hand or someone else's hand? Because I didn't feel anybody touch my hand right now.
English, restaurant.
What book are you reading? What book are you reading? What book are you reading?
Yeah, I didn't feel them touch my hand. They're touching one of your hands.
Entering.
Now I kind of feel like one is trying to touch my hand now that I brought that up.
Do you want to?
I only want, like, I was bringing up soulmate, and I think, yeah.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, Child of the Light. It's a coloring book. That's funny.
Would you
They're
like-
talking to different ones. Are talking to you. There's several of them here.
Yes.
There's several of them talking through this, and some
My
of them are
family is
near
here.
you. Your family is here? Yeah. So we have tons of them. They always come around the holidays. They always come around. All the different, it's just, I guess the bells are thinner around this time of year for sure, but they always like to come around gathering times because everybody's in the energy of that and wanting the energy of that. So they're manifesting that. So it's not because it's the holidays, it's because people are expecting that for the holidays. So then it manifests as though that's the fact because it matters. Yeah. That's in my head too. Yeah, they've been doing that. Now you're giving me feeling like someone's doing the same with mine. Whoa, someone touched my nose. Stop it.
Go.
That's you're healing me and providing
It's
things.
okay.
I said it's okay. I may have to open the window a little bit because it looks like it's getting a little hotter. They're touching my head too. Yeah, I feel a little bit of a headache from after saying torment. A lot of students and blissing me. They're blissing me too, so I'm okay.
Our daughter.
It's your daughter. They said it's our daughter. Like I said, there's a lot of them that are here right now. About 12. I think there's more than 12. Okay, well, hey, anybody, I'm going to be back for the Twilight Live. I'm going to go for a moment. 33.2K. You're seeing 33.1. Now I'm at 33.2K, Diane. So when it gets
I'm
to
making noise.
33.3, maybe I'll go. Okay, so bless you all. Take care. They said I'm making noise. Oh, you're standing over there? Yeah, they're playing with the music box. They're talking through this. You don't know? Yeah. Okay, Derb. Someone's calling me a Derb. That's my last name, Durbage. Someone said, "Okay, Derb." That's someone that knew me. There would be people that would call my brother Derb, so it could be someone connected to my brother's friends that would call people Derb, or someone that used to be connected to the church that I was in that would call us Derb. Because they'd sometimes use your last name and give your last name a little
Thompson.
nickname to it. Thompson. I don't know who that is. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Everybody, bless you. Thanks for the 333. Now it's 334. I know it's jumping all over the place. I'm gonna get going. Bless you all. I'll be back in about around 5 or 5:15 p.m. So
Good.
we're gonna say about, is it 12? Yeah, about 22 minutes. Yeah, 22 minutes. So in about 22 minutes or about 32, 30, we'll say 33 minutes about, I'll try to come in. I'll do it sooner than that, but I just want to get some other food in me to prepare for the twilight because I can already feel the energy in here. It's going wild. And I'm feeling some headache energy, so I gotta relax my headache. Because after you said that they're talking to your head, you're feeling the head, I started feeling a headache after you said that. So I think there's different energies, but I think it's because I got to open the window a little bit because they're messing with our cooling and heating in here. Yeah. Anyway, bless you all. I'll see you later. Grace be with you. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, all of you. Anybody that's here, I will see you soon. If you come to the Twilight Live, know that it's 18 plus. And take care, everyone. Have fun. Oh,
I died
and
in my sleep.
blissful Freedom Day tomorrow and pre-Freedom Day today. Here we go.
I don't know.
All right. Bless you all, everybody on YouTube and Facebook. It is 4:40 p.m. Mountain Time. It's take care, everybody. Bless you. Hope you had fun
Environment.
and take care. I will be back for the Twilight Live later today, so stay tuned for later, and I will post that as soon as I get on. Bless you all. Grace be with you, and infinite rising to you all.
And this.
Yeah.